Hi guys, so every day we're going to publish longer format videos that go more in depth into the product, SyncQL and what we're building. Either there'll be a product a development update, a business update, or a technical update. And this is our first tech update. So this part of the video series is really for developers, technical folk, or people that want to follow along with the technical development as we get through the product. And so we're going to share how the product works, challenges we're having, libraries, the development environment, really anything that's technical, really in depth, that we think is going to be interesting to you and that's been challenging for us. So for today's video, I just kind of want to outline a little bit of the high-level architecture of SyncQL and kind of what's involved in making the product work. And there's three kind of components to SyncQL, all brought together. One that we're calling the SyncQL core, which is the core synchronization engine that synchronizes APIs to your local entities. And then there's the account administration, which just allows you to use the product, you configure it and deploy it, update your settings, that kind of thing. That's a whole side of it. Then the sync service, which actually uses the core to perform the synchronizations, does a lot of other things, but then also allows the developers access into what's happening in those transactions so they can control these web transactions across multiple third-party APIs. And all of these services are built on top of relational databases. And we're going to be launching with MySQL, SQL Server, Postgres, and Oracle is our intention. And so what happens is the third-party APIs get normalized and denormalized into SQL databases, and we provide all of the entity relationships to use any third-party API that you want to use in your native application. So there's a lot of components to make that all work. It's extremely complicated. It's very, very technical, and there's a lot of complex algorithms to get it right. But where we're at right now is finishing up the prototype of that SyncQL core. So we have that working, transposing data back and forth, making sure the relationships are maintained, and we're just building out the rest of the aspects of that core so then we can focus on the administration aspects of it, so of account ownership and setup, and then also the SyncQL service, so providing that web transaction capability and the API so you can look into the system and what it's doing and keep track of it. So that's our tech update for today. We're going to get much more into depth into each of these areas, how we're doing our development, the tools we're using. So if any of this kind of content's interesting to you, follow along with this series. There's going to be a lot more that we're going to get into. Well, thanks. Have a great day.